Hello students, welcome to the video tutorial of Informatics Practices for class 11th. Today we'll be discussing the first part of the chapter, Dictionaries. So before starting the chapter, I want to give you some guidelines related to the COVID pandemic situation which we are facing right now. So since all the schools and different offices and all are following some certain set of protocols at their location at their workplace, so being at your home also you need to be aware of these things and you need to follow these protocols. Okay, it is not a very complex rules, just you need to follow the SMS means the first S implies here is the use of social distancing. Okay, you need to maintain a proper social distancing. M stands for the mask. You need to wear the mask properly whenever you are in a public place or even you are going somewhere. Okay, in a marketplace, in a crowded place, somewhere. So you need to maintain the proper social distancing. You need to wear the mask, and also you need to use the sanitizers. Okay, the use of the sanitizers will give you extra benefit of fighting against this COVID virus. Okay, so you need to follow all these guidelines and then keep yourself safe. Okay, now moving on to our chapter. The chapter name is the dictionaries. So let's see what is meant by a dictionary. So dictionaries are mutable, unordered collection with elements in the form of a key value pair. Okay, so whenever you are using a dictionary, you are going to use a data type. Actually, dictionary is a data type which is going to store the mutable, unordered collections with elements in the form of a key value pair. Okay, so all the elements will be in the form of the key value pair. Okay, that associate keys to values, that means the keys will be associated to values. Now if it is getting complex, you just can relate with the normal dictionary which you are having. For example, in the dictionary also you are having certain set of words and their associated meanings are written just against it. Okay, for example, if you are searching for a particular meaning, okay, for example, if you are searching what is meant by a suppose any particular thing or any particular name, you go into the dictionary, you will find the proper sorted order of those words and you wait for that particular word and then you can see the associated meaning written just in front of it, that particular word. Okay, the similar way in Python also we are having the dictionaries. So in Python dictionaries also we will have key value pairs. The keys will act as the word. Okay, the values will act as the associated meaning of that word. Okay, now let's see how we can use it to create our dictionary. Okay, so first thing is, if you want to create a dictionary, we need to use an identifier first. Okay, whether it's a list or it's a tuple or anything, we just need to have an identifier name first. Okay, so I'm just starting it from the ideally part only, but we will put and we'll see what can be the different things which we can use in this ideally. Okay, so first thing is this: we are writing a is equals to, so I'm writing a key value pair here. This is the symbol of the dictionary, but whenever we are creating a dictionary, we need this. Okay, well, this curly braces. Okay, so in A, we are writing something key value pair, like suppose A1, then I am writing colon, and then I am giving a value here. Okay, suppose 5, then comma A2 colon, then I am giving 6. Okay, and comma A3 colon, then I am giving 7. Okay, and then I am putting this braces here. So if I am going to print this, see, there is a problem that A1 is not defined. Okay, so you can create a dictionary, but the problem here is that it is saying that A1 is not defined. Okay, so what is the problem here? You are using the key value pairs, and this keys should be the identifiers. Okay, so actually here A is identifier and A1 should be as given in the codes. Okay, so let's see, and we'll just do some modifications here. Let's copy. Okay, copying this and I'm pasting it here, and I will do certain modifications here. See, if I am writing A1 in quotes, okay, this A2 again in quotes, then again this A3 in quotes. Now let's see what is going to happen. Okay, see, now there is no error here. Why? Because we are using this as a dictionary now. Earlier you are having the key value pair, but the thing was the keys were not given in the codes. So here what we have done, we have given the keys in the codes. Actually, it is not necessary that the key should be in the codes itself. Why? Because here the keys were the string type, okay? So we have given it in the codes. Even if we are not using strings, okay, we are directly using the keys, then there was not a problem of this, okay? But when we are going to define a key as a string type, so we need to give it in quotes, okay? Now this a is defined, and if we want to print this a, okay, if you are simply printing a and then you're getting the output, then here you can see it is returning the same dictionary which you have entered, okay? So a1 colon 5, a2 colon 6, okay? So all these things are written here, okay? If you write this the type of a, let's see what is going to show. Type, we need to write type a. Now see here, you can see that class it is showing dictionary. Okay, so obviously you have created a dictionary with this identifier A, and when you are typing type of A, it is showing that it is a dictionary type. Okay, so it is confirming you that whatever dictionary you have created, it has been created according to the dictionary only. Okay, there is no other sequence which is involved here. Why it is a dictionary? Because you can see the curly braces are present here. Okay, so in this way we can create a particular dictionary just by giving the identifier names and the set of the key value pairs. Okay, now see, if you also wanted to create an empty dictionary, what you would have done, you can have given it like this: d is equals to, and then just like this brackets, and nothing else is required. Okay, this has opened means this has been used as an identifier, this d, and this braces here with no values is showing that this is an empty dictionary. Okay, so empty dictionary means what? A dictionary which has been created but there are no values in that dictionary, so it will point to an empty dictionary. Okay, now, sometimes dictionaries are also called the associative arrays or mappings or hashes. Okay, so there are different names for this. First, the dictionaries are also called the associative arrays, and also they are known as the mappings or also hashes. Okay, so these three names are popular for the dictionary itself. Okay, now see, one thing you must know, that is that the keys of the dictionary must be of immutable types. Okay, that means the keys which you are using here, the a1, a2 and a3, which were the keys of the dictionary, they should be the immutable types. Okay, immutable types means what? Those cannot change their values at their place. Okay, so these keys cannot be modified. Okay, once you have established these keys inside this dictionary, these have to be used as it is. Okay, so that is mentioned here, that the keys should be the immutable types, such as a Python string. Okay, what are the things which you can use in the keys? First is the Python string, a number, or a tuple. Okay, the keys of dictionary must be of immutable data type. Simple. Okay, so whatever the data types you are going to use, it should be immutable, and the examples here are the Python string or the number or the tuple. Okay, now see, if we talk about accessing the elements of the dictionary, that what are the elements of the dictionary, how will access it? Okay, so the simple way of accessing those values is by giving their particular keys. Okay, for example, here we have created a dictionary a. Okay, so if we want to access the values according to a, simply we can write the name of the dictionary, and in the square brackets will provide the keys, and it will give you the associated values of it. Okay, now see, simply, I've told you that if you created an A and you are writing printing A, then accessing the whole dictionary here. But if you want to access the values of the dictionary, just to give the name of that key value pairs. Okay, so how you to write it? Suppose here the dictionary name was A. Okay, and in the square bracket, I'm entering the particular key. Okay, so A1 was the key, and then press it like this, and then press enter, and see you are getting the value as 5. Why you are getting this live? Because see, in A1 5, what was the problem here? That actually it's not a problem, it is just a property, you can say, that dictionary name is A, and this key1 means this A1. Okay, this A1 is symbolizing that this is the key, and the value associated with this A1 is 5. So you have written A1, so it will print 5. Okay, if you would have written like this A, and in bracket if you would have given A3, okay, also in quotes, don't forget this quotes, A3, and then if you would have closed this bracket, then you would have pressed enter C, you will get the value 7. Why? Because this A3 is associated with the value 7. So in this way, we can access the values of the dictionary, okay, according to the specific keys of the dictionary. Okay, but if we enter something which is outside the means indexes of the dictionary, for example, only we are having the keys as A1, A2, and A3. What if I write like this A in bracket quotes A4? Okay, so since it is not there, if you are going to enter it, say it will say that it is a key error. Why key error? Because this type of key is not present inside this A dictionary. Okay, now let's discuss about the traversing of the dictionary. Okay, so basically, traversing of a dictionary means that how you can see all the elements and how can iterate over the elements of a particular dictionary. Okay, now suppose if we are going to write here something like this, we are already having the dictionary A. Okay, as you can see here, this was our dictionary. Okay, A1 5, A2 6, and A3 7. Now, if we are going to write something like this, that for C in, okay, and if you are writing the name of the dictionary, that is the D. Okay, so for C in D, and then if you are going to write colon, then we are pressing enter, then we are going to print in bracket C, okay, then comma, and in quotes we have written something like this, and separate it out, the particular element, okay, and then we are writing comma D in bracket C. Okay, and if we are going to say this and we are going to press enter, okay, there is a problem here. I don't know why it is not responding. It should respond with the dictionary here. Certainly there is an issue. For C in D column print C comma, let's see whether it is responding properly or not. There is an issue with the programming also, I guess. Let me first print this dictionary here. Okay, so the D dictionary is actually empty because just now we have created an empty dictionary here. Okay, so we should write A here rather. Okay, because that dictionary name is A. Okay, so for C in A colon, okay, and then we are going to write this print and in bracket C comma, and we have put column here, and then this we are writing like this A, then bracket C. Okay, and now just let's see what is going to be responded with this. Okay, end of line. Okay, again students, see here the problem is that we have taken double quotes here and we have ended single quotes. Okay, that is the profit of giving the live video lecture to you, so it will help you to rectify your mistakes. Okay, let me correct it, and that was the problem here. Let me close it. Okay, that's why it was showing in green. Okay, now it will show in black. Now that means it is taking the identifier. Now it's fine, and now it will work fine also. Okay, now here you can see you've got your desired dictionary here. Okay, how it is printing in this way? Because see what we have done here, we have written for C in A. Okay, so actually this C is going to iterate it over one by one. So in first, C will take a key of A. Okay, it can be any key. Okay, A1, A2, A3, any key it should take. Okay, if it is taking a key here, C as A1, so if you are going to write this statement print, it will print the value of C first. So suppose the first value of C was A1, so it has printed C as A1. Then colon is there, then it has printed the colon, and then we have written AC. So actually AC is going to have a value of this desired key. Okay, so the first key was A1, so AC is having the A1 value. Okay, so the value is 5. Similarly, the next element was A2, Just remember this thing, Vita, that whenever we are creating any dictionary or something like this, in this case there is no ordering of the keys are fixed. Okay, that is not important that a1 is going to come first, or a2 is going to first come first, or a3 is going to come first. Okay, there is a possibility that they may change their places, but the key value pair will always be fixed. Okay, that is a1 will always be fixed with 5, a2 will always be fixed with 6, a3 will always be fixed with 7. Why 5 6 7? Only because we have created the key value pair accordingly. Okay, so be careful with this, there is not a problem. Okay, suppose if we just print this statement 2 3 times more, let's see whether it is changing its place or not. Print the statement again. Right now it is not changing its so particular ordering, but yes, it may change. Okay, so that is not important that you are going to print this key one first or this key second. Okay, so it may change the order. Okay, but the key value pair will always be fixed. Got it? Let's move further. Let me tell you one more example. If you want to create a dictionary, something like this, suppose if you are having a new dictionary, let's take it as D. Okay, D is equals to, and in bracket you are writing something like this, 5 colon number, suppose. Okay, and then comma, and here you are giving something like this, A, and then you are writing colon, and let's give it a particular number here this time, suppose uh, 4. Okay, then comma, and one more sequence. Let's take another sequence like this, 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, and the value associated with this, suppose it is being given like this, list, and then we are closing this, and then let's create a dictionary. Okay, so it is showing the unhasable type list. Okay, just we should change this name. Okay, list is the actually a keyword. Okay, so we cannot give any variable name with that type. Okay, let's change it and give it some other name, and then try to see whether it is working. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to copy this command from here, and then I'm going to place it here. Okay, and then I'm just changing this list to lst. Okay, now let's see measurable type. Okay, there is an issue here that I think this list is not going to respond. Okay, yes, there's the problem here that when we are creating the keys of the dictionary, we should have all the values which should be a soft, you can say the mutable immutable type. Okay, so actually you cannot have a list here. Okay, that is the problem, because 1 2 3 is a list. Okay, if you would have a tuple here, then it would have responded. Okay, but the keys of the dictionary can only be the immutable types. Okay, so 5 was a number. Okay, so that was a literal, and that was also immutable type. This string is also immutable, and then here you have created a again a key. Okay, so this key is again having a immutable type. It should have a immutable type, but here we have got the list which is a mutable type. So that is the error. Okay, if we change it to tuple, then it should work fine. This time we are copying it and we are pasting it. Okay, and then here we are doing something different. We are creating the tables in this form. Okay, like this, and then here we are going to press enter. Now see, it is fine, it has taken the dictionary properly. Now if we are going to print this dictionary, let's see what is the output. Okay, so here you can see that the cursor is showing you 5 column number, a column 4, 1 comma 2 comma 3 column list. So that means it is accepting all the values and it is creating the dictionary accordingly. Okay, so here you have got the values and the key is different. Okay, so the first thing is that the 5 is a integer value. Okay, so this is having a mutable type, and it has having a particular value also. Okay, this 5 is having a value number, and this a is also having a number, but this 1 comma 2 comma 3 is having the list. Okay, so in this way we can create a dictionary with different data types as well, because 5 was a number here. Okay, a was a string here, and then 1 comma 2 comma 3 was a list, sorry, a tuple here. Okay, so it is showing you that you can create data types of multiple also. Okay, multiple data types are allowed to be used in that. Okay, now one more thing, if we are going to write something like this d dot keys, okay, and then we are going to close the brackets like this. If we are going to press enter, see, it is showing all the keys of the dictionary. Whatever the keys which you have created earlier in the dictionary, it is showing you all the keys at once. Okay, so this keys function is used to see all the values of the dictionary. Why I have written d dot keys? Because the dictionary name was d. Okay, if I would have written something like this, d dot values. Okay, and now let's say d dot values, and then if we are going to press parenthesis like this, and then you are going to press enter, then you will see the values of the dictionary accordingly. Okay, so in this way you can create dictionaries, and also you can see the keys and the values. Okay, so I think that's enough for today, and we'll meet in the next video lecture. Thank you, students.